This is life in your 30s. This is 30 Old, 30 Young.
Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of 30 Old, 30 Young. We've got Jake in the seat right now, talking about, what are you going to chat about, Jake?
Well, it's an episode I've been asked for because I've spoken about this topic a lot, but not really gone enough into it. And so people are like, what is that thing you're talking about? The thing I want to talk about is my current, well, I guess, weight loss journey, lack of a better term.
Weight loss journey.
I hate the phrase, though.
Yeah, but it's true. There is a journey to it. It's hard losing weight.
Yeah, but the help of it is now coming from ManVFat Football, right? And that's something I'll get onto. I'll delve more into it a little bit later. But, like, it's a strange one with the kind of overweight stuff, because I flip between being completely unbothered by it to then being really like, not enjoying how I look and stuff like that. So, and it's always been like, I can't remember a time where I haven't been like aware that I was overweight. It's a weird one.
Yeah, but how do you feel now when you've lost the weight?
Still feel it.
Yeah, it's like shallow Hal, isn't it? But they did the opposite.
You're saying I'm a piece of shit?
Wait, shallow Hal, that's the one where she thinks she's skinny, but she's fat.
No.
But you're opposite.
He thinks she's skinny because her internal self is beautiful.
Sorry, it's nothing like that. Anyway.
Yeah,
but I get
that.
it.
Yes.
You do, but that's
so you've lost it on the outside, but you're still awful as a person.
No, I didn't. I just forgot the film.
So yeah, I think it's always something you're going to carry on with you, because like there's always things that an overweight person won't ever do in public that I still probably will continue not to do. Like if you ever see a tray of hors d'oeuvres go around a party, so like you're at a fancy formal dinner or whatever, you will never see someone who sees themselves as overweight having anything.
They get conscious, don't they? They worry about how they look and all people thinking I'm fat, etc., etc.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember once I was at, we were kind of, they were cutting a cake.
Yeah.
And I was doing the polite thing because I was like 2 people away from the person cutting the cake. So as I got past a plate, I then passed it on to the people behind, because you pass it on and it goes around the room, whatever. And the person who was cutting the cake said, "Don't worry, I know you're probably waiting on a bigger slice."
No.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Maybe they meant it as a joke, but you probably took it as a...
Yeah, straight away.
Because obviously
even
how
if it
you
was
felt.
meant as a joke, you still get your insecurities, so you can always...
Yeah, of course.
Like you spin a positive, I spin a chubby negative, right? So I straight away was like, fucking no. And I wish I did have a bigger piece, because it was a really nice ice cream cake. So I wish I had. But that it always carries it with you. And literally, I think, and it annoys me because I'll look back on photos from when I was like 16, 18, where I thought I was massive. And then I'm like 3 stone lighter than I have been recently.
Yeah.
Like I'm about the weight I am now, but I thought I was massive then. And now I'm back at this weight. I'm like, Christ, I feel like tiny compared to how I was, if you see what I mean. And I'm annoyed at like how many opportunities I may have like passed up on, because like, I felt like insecure about how I was looking.
Yeah, I get that.
It's so shit. And that's kind of why I got onto like the way, because I've done it all, mate. Like you name a gym in Derby,
You've done it.
I've been there. You name a diet, I've done it. You name a slimming class, I've been in it, right? It works for a bit, like with all things, it works for a bit because you go, I'm all or nothing, right? Then you start to get a few compliments.
Oh, and then you feel like you're comfortable, and then you're
like
ready, you're done. Yeah.
And then you get a compliment, you go, wow, if I'm already, I can go back to doing like some of the old stuff you do. And that's like with any like fad diet, like if you see someone who's like maybe used to be overweight and now they're not, it's because they've committed to something for a lot longer than 2 months, 3 months. They've committed to it for a long time.
Do you feel like you've got a certain weight that you're naturally at or not? If you get what I mean.
What's mad is I feel like my natural weight is like 6. I feel the same. It's mad. I feel the same like levels of energy now that I did when I was like 18 stone.
Which is mad.
And now I'm like 13.8 or something like that. So it's mad. Like the energy, but that's because I was kind of like, I've never been like a couch potato fat. Like I love watching a film, whatever. But I always try to be active as possible. Like I'll always play sport, go to the gym, whatever, no matter what kind of size I was. And it's probably to the detriment of my knees or whatever, and my back. by doing stupid like hit classes, jumping around at 18 stones, probably done serious damage.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere.
Exactly. And I was doing really well, like doing hit classes, and then got down to like, I think I was about like 14 and a half stone, something like that. And then COVID hit, gyms closed. And then straight away during COVID, you know, locked ourselves in, takeaways were still available, and just went like...
You got cozy, didn't you?
Got so cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ballooned again. And then coming out of COVID, I joined for the first time because I saw pictures of me at the wedding.
Actually, we were in David Lloyd's together, weren't we?
Yeah.
I remember that. Doing the cycling class outdoors, got a picture.
Yeah. All that, yeah. So like when that started to open up again, like getting back into it, and it was in the run up to the wedding, where I was like, okay, yeah, need to get into it.
Yeah.
But what happened was, it was probably 2 months out from the wedding. And I thought, well, I can't make any drastic changes between now and then just kind of like slacked off massively. And I look back at the wedding photos. Ooh, it's not great. Like Brie looks great, and I'm just an absolute unit. And I didn't feel like it on the day, which is good. So I enjoyed the day.
At least you were happy, yeah.
Yeah, and it was the hottest day of the year.
I can't remember you being fat and like looking big on your wedding day.
Look at pictures.
I'll have a look. Yeah, we'll have a look.
It is mental. Like
I was going to say I'll have a look now, but my phone's on.
It's crazy. It's like at the time you don't feel it, and then Brie will take a photo of me with the kids.
Yeah.
And then I'll see it and I'll be like, oh, can you take a better picture? And it's basically like, she could only work with the model she got, right? So it's like, she can't take a better picture because that is what I look like. And it's literally like, it almost feels like live, like gaslighting, that she's taken a picture, quickly fat booed it and gone, here you are. And I've gone, that's not what I fucking look like. But it was, yeah. And it's mad. Because what would happen is, like, when you are the fat guy,
yeah,
whether or not you've been named it, you've been told you are it, or you've put it on yourself, there's kind of like, there's two ways you can go with it. You can either be the reclusive fat guy, and this is what I found, obviously it goes one of two ways, or you can be like the outlandish fat guy who just does silly shit for attention. And a lot of that involves consumption. So that's like drinking to excess, eating to excess, just to like put on a bit of a show. And you deal with it the next day. And then if you have a few weekends in a row like that, it quickly just gets out of control.
Yeah,
and then alcohol tolerance goes up. Goes up.
So you drink more calories.
More and more. And then you're obviously, at the end of the night, you're like, fuck it, let's get a pizza. And then you do that. And it's just an unhealthy lifestyle.
God.
And it just goes on and on. And before you know it, it's just like, it just happened. You're like, oh, fuck. Because...
Yeah, but you look in the mirror and think, oh, wait, I'm getting bigger and bigger and I'm going to stop.
Well, that's it. You kind of like...
Because you do look different. You do when you're getting fatter. You do.
Yeah, but you've said to me because I showed you a picture recently, and you were like, "Oh," and it was like from when we first started doing the podcast.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but because it's like sometimes I can see when I'm putting weight on. Yeah. So I go through like a cycle because I like a goal to reach and stuff. I'd be like, right, okay. It's normally when I get to about 10 stone 5, I'm like, oh, do you know what? I need to get back on it and stuff like that.
Right.
So then, but I can see it creeping on because I can tell like around my stomach and my hips, and I can see it. So if I put bikini, I'm like, oh shit, actually. And you can feel it as well when you put your hand in your tummy. You can't feel like that bit on the side.
Yeah, it's like if you lean back for something, if your back touches your back.
Touches your back. Wait, I'm so confused.
If your back fat touches your back fat, you got a problem, ain't you? Like if you lean back for something. And then you can feel if yourself touches yourself. Yeah, so that's gone now, so that's all right. Still got my love handles because, I don't think they'll ever go away. But they're a lot smaller than they were, so which is handy. But so what happened was, in the run up to the wedding, didn't make any changes. Fat on my wedding, whatever. Had a great day.
Yep.
After that is when I first joined ManVFat Football, and so. To line it up what it is, because once again, like I said, I've been asked, like you've said the ManVFat Football, what does that fucking mean? So, basically, you go and weigh in, and then obviously they get your starter weight, and then you come back every week, and you weigh in with the team coach.
Do you do any like diet or not? Is it just
they don't line out a diet? It's literally like
you do your diet yourself.
You get so if everybody in your team tracks what they've eaten all week, you get bonus goals for that. So you track
that's
what you're
pretty
eating.
cool.
If
Oh, so
you're
you're not actually playing... Yeah, you are playing football. Of course
you
you
do
are,
play.
yeah.
But like what you do off the pitch affects what you can do on it. And
Oh
obviously,
my
as someone who's
God.
not a very gifted footballer, I need to be working my ass off the pitch to counteract the shit I do on it, right?
So were you doing that? Were you tracking your food and then send
Tracking
it
the
to
food.
them?
And as soon as you start tracking your food, and I know it kind of gets anal and stuff like that, it does help though.
Yeah, but it's like when you go
Christ.
into the shop without a budget.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you know you've only got £10 to spend. You know you've got £10. You're like,
stretch
actually, I
that
don't need
£10.
that, or I don't actually need that, so I'm going to put it down.
Yeah.
And it's the same with like your diet. If you don't watch what you're eating, you'll think, oh, that chocolate button's nothing because you're not counting your calories.
Or you'll forget you had it at all.
Yeah, and you'll just keep on eating, like, you know. So I get that.
Because what I would used to do, I'd cook up a meal and and I've always eaten relatively okay. Like I've had my binges where, you know, you're eating pizza and stuff like that. But if I'm cooking for myself, you know,
What do you cook? What's your go-to? What do you normally eat?
I'd make like...
Is it hard to say?
No, not really. Like I'd make steak and eggs. Love steak and eggs.
Well, that's it.
Great, high protein meal and all that.
That's it.
However, while I'm making steak and eggs,
Yeah.
I'm picking from the fridge. I'm like, I might even
do
make myself a
one of
little
those.
sandwich on the side.
Oh my God.
And you forget about the sandwich, and then you eat the steak and eggs. However, now I'm not making the thing on the side, and I'm not even really finishing the steak and eggs. I'm kind of like getting full and realizing like I don't really need all this food. And the amount of times Bree said like, I've literally never, like when it first started, where I'm really getting on it, she's like, I've never not seen you finish a meal.
See, I'm one of those.
Like,
I always finish every meal.
I will, yeah, and that's what I would do. Or I would have a bowl of cereal. There'd be milk left in the bottom. I'd be like, well, there's more cereal going in there.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah, and it's a nightmare.
Doing every meal I have. So I went to Italy and my friend's husband cooked dinner. She was like, oh, I'm full up. I'm like, oh, I was going to ask for seconds, but I can't now because she's like, only eating half of it. I literally eat everything. It's something I'm a little pig.
Well, yeah, but you also said you notice when you feel like you're putting on weight, so you kind of catch yourself, right? Whereas I seem to be completely fucking oblivious, and then suddenly 18 stones here.
But I always think about calories. Like, at the minute, I'm in that section where I'm just like, have fun, you know, live your best life.
I've been there 20 years, yeah.
Yeah. But then I'll get to that point where I look in my mirror, I'm like, oh, actually. And then what I'll do is I'll throw myself back into the gym, and then I've got something to aim for, and I feel like, and I look in the mirror and I can see it coming off. It's great.
I mean, and I found like a lot of my living my best life was living my best life drinking, living my best life eating, right? But now I've found I can live my best life by literally feeling comfortable going out and not being reclusive. You can go this reclusive way where you just kind of go insular and you stay inside a lot more, and you don't go out and do something. If you're not going out and do
because your
stuff,
whole
you're not
mood
moving.
is it your mood? You're feeling low, you're feeling disgusting, you're feeling uncomfortable, you just want to hide from the world.
Yeah, I don't want to
to
take Bryn swimming because then I'd have to be shirtless.
Yeah, I get
and that's
that.
terrible because it's her childhood that's being theoretically ruined by my insecurities.
Yeah, because you're not going out.
So that
living your best life.
That's it. And I want them to be able to live a great life, and me not to be uncomfortable in situations because I'm feeling like, you know, I don't want to be the fat dad at sports day.
Yeah, but they do say though nothing tastes as good as what skinny feels.
Yeah, and I do, but then you get into like all the like.
I do get it when you have
the eating disorder stuff where you like, because then if you
eating
go like
ice cubes, I've done that before for dinner.
Because all you're gonna do, you might go skinny, but you're gonna fuck
I
up your
was joking
teeth.
when I said that. By the way,
Really?
you just carried on the conversation as if like I was doing that.
Because in my mind, that idea is clocked before
No.
to like baby food diet. Yeah, I'll give it a crack.
Have you done that?
No, because it tastes like shit. Not Ella's Kitchen. I'll tell you what, she put some shit together, so I could actually probably do it. She does a katsu curry, and then you've got like the honey Beyonce's diet.
I don't know about these stupid diets.
Well,
I
know all of them. Honey,
So what do you
cayenne
think?
pepper, and water. Mix it together. Drink that.
Yeah, but then the root problem's still going to be there. When you've lost the weight, it's all going to come back on. One, because you've just lived off nothing for the past whatever.
Oh, you're going to be angry.
And you're going to be angry. Oh, I don't agree. You've got to try and do it to suit your lifestyle. I think, you've got to make sure.
That's it.
And that's why Slimming World was quite good.
Oh, and it was. And I had great times at Slimming World. It was one of those things where I guess you kind of always... It's kind of like when you go on a road trip, right? And you listen to your sat nav it's a 4-hour long road trip, and you listen to, and you're going from the destination to your home, and you listen to it for 4 hours, and then during the last 2 minutes, you go, oh, I know where I am now, and you turn the sat nav off. that's kind of what Slimming was for me. I went on the whole journey. I lost the weight, and then I went, I've got it from here, and I fucking didn't.
Yeah, but you do still learn lessons, though. It's like bread, for instance. It's like I have a bread that's got like, how many people have, because I literally know how many calories it's got. It's like 55 calories per slice.
Nice, okay.
But I can bosh a nice sandwich on half the calories.
Yeah, because you've still got the receptacle to hold that sandwich. You've not got a piece of lettuce filled with
Yeah,
corn.
exactly. That's what I mean. You've still got to have your lifestyle and your thinking.
Yeah.
And then Slimming did just teach me a little bit. Like, I know I can like have loads of mashed potato and I'm fine.
Well, yeah, but can you?
Yeah. Every time I do it, I lose weight.
Oh, okay.
Nobody else listens to this. It works for me. I don't even work for anyone else.
No, because what I feel at the end of the day, it is like you can put in what you put in as long as you are still not having 5,000 calories a day, which some days I would be having. Easy.
5,000?
Easy.
5,000?
Yeah.
How? Okay, if you have takeaways, it's different, and I get that, because I could, you
could do that, right?
I could do that easy. It depends if you have takeaways or something. If you are, then there you go. It's easy, isn't it?
You go to Starbucks, right? You grab a super duper chocolate frocker.
250 calories, 300.
400
calories
easy in a muffin. 500 calories, you've hit 900 calories there, and it's a snack. You've had breakfast, so you've started your day off with 700 calories, you have 900 calories. And this is really boring talk, but this is kind of what has to tick over for me. And this is what works for me. I don't want to ever put this on other people.
Of course.
But that's what's worked for me. And so cutting it back and being so much more aware of what I was eating, not doing the fast food. And the fast food is still fine.
Yeah.
Because it's a treat. And
I'd say one a week. That's what I try and do, like one a week.
Or
once every couple of weeks.
Or see it as a meal. See it as an actual meal, because you can have...
Yeah, but it is when you eat it. It's a dinner.
Yeah, right, but not how I was doing it.
I
would have had breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then Brie would be like, I could go to Mac's. I would go, yeah, all right. Big Mac meal.
Oh, okay,
road cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers to drive home, because it takes 4 minutes for me to get from Mac's to home, and I need a little cheeseburger on the way.
Yeah.
Mental.
No, I get it.
So now when I think about it, if I did have that road cheeseburger, when I got home, I probably wouldn't have. I'd be too full for the.
Yeah.
And it's just being aware of that. And so what really pushed it, and it all kind of clicked, is that I was doing the gym and it was working, but then my diet was out of whack.
Yeah.
And there's only so long you can outrun your bad diet.
Of course.
Before your gym motivation runs out.
Is this with takeaways?
This is with snacking,
everything,
drinking.
Okay.
Just
so
everything.
you were going to the gym, right, and you were still snacking?
Going to the gym and still eat. And then what would happen is, I'm like, well, I've just burnt 900 calories because I'm fat in that class. Like in a Blades class, I would burn 900 calories.
Yeah.
Because I was a unit.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
So it's easy to burn calories when you're bigger.
Yeah, but then when you say, in my head, if I'm at the gym, that's when I'm the best, because I'm like, fucking hell, that 45-minute run killed me. Why am I then just going to go and eat that? What's the point of doing that?
That's it. Yeah,
put myself through the pain.
But then I'm driving past Macca's on the way and we go, well, I've just burnt 900 calories. And
then what was it for?
Exactly.
Nothing.
And I'm away from,
you feel a bit
you're away
better
from the
in your
family,
mind.
you're away from, you're spending your time away. You've got to make it worth it. So finally, it all lined up. I was like, right, when was I last happy with the shape I was in? Okay, never. Great, cool. So let's go with one more. When was I nearly happy? Right, school. Doing all right. Probably about 15 years old. I was doing okay. I was playing sport every day and then having food cooked for me, because obviously I was at school, there were school dinners. And, I was eating pretty well there. So I was like, right, that's what I need to do then. Team sport. It's that. Because when I did the gym, I would always I'd go solo, I'd do the classes, whatever. But for the most part, I was like, okay, I could do it with a gym partner.
Yeah, I think that's so important.
My
to have
absolute
someone.
codependency. I needed that accountability and that person to bounce off, right?
Yeah, I'm the same. Sometimes I can be like that. If I say to the girls, do you know what, I'm really struggling to get to the gym, like I'm just in my own self, in my own head, I just want to be chilling at home. And it's easy to stay at home. There's no one side to come out. But if you know you're meeting someone, you've got to go.
That's it. And I even made it as easy as possible for myself. Got a Peloton, right?
Yeah, but still,
it's in the
house. Put it off,
You've got no excuse.
Yeah, you can put it off. You go, I'll do it tomorrow.
But down that hallway is a very long way to go.
Yeah.
The TV's there.
It makes a very nice,
it's a great clothes hanger. Yeah,
that's it, clothes hanger.
And we end up selling it on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, so I did it all, and then in the end, I got a Facebook ad through for ManVFat Football.
Yeah.
And I just thought, So I looked into it. I thought, what's this about then? Like, you just go.
That's actually quite cool because I've never even seen that advert. I know I'm not a guy, but
yeah, it just won't be targeted to you. But then I've
never heard of
I've spoken
it.
to other guys and they've not even seen it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. So yeah, like I've said before, you're dieting, but also you're playing football. So it's got both things I needed. And
as well as everyone who's at there is on the same, they want to lose weight.
Yeah.
So obviously when it's just a bit of encouragement and help, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And so I first joined straight after the wedding. I got because the way they do it is great as well. So when you sign up for it, they say the team name,
right.
And so my team on the first season, it was a crappy name. The first season, it was like Bayern Munchen or something like that. So like Bayern Munich, but Munchen because we're eating because we're fat lads,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
So Bayern Munchen signed Jake Martini. It's funny, okay?
Okay.
Tell you what, it kills.
I'm missing the joke. Everyone else was laughing. I'm like,
don't worry, there's loads more. So Bayern Munchen signed Jake Martini. So straight away, like, it gets you all in this, like, okay, shit, okay. Then you get put in the group chat, and they're all very welcoming, and they go like, oh, good to have you, especially because if you're a big lad and you first sign up, you're going to be bringing the goals in straight away because it's easier for you to lose weight. So happy days. They're like, oh, good, we got a big lad. He's going to lose some chunk. Great. So I sign up, do that, and then Bryn's born.
right.
So I kind of pull back a little bit because I'm like, right, focus up. I lost at that point. I went from like 18 stone down to about 14 and a half, 15 stone. So still good.
Very good.
And I felt good about myself. Bryn's born, kind of throw myself at that. And, you
get comfy again, don't you?
Get comfy. You're in survival mode. Your focus is on the kid. I'm going down, you're making the bottles, you're grabbing some, because you've got dry mouth, you just having a swig of milk from the fridge or something like that at 2 a.m, 4 a.m, 6 a.m. I'm having a cheese string for no reason.
Do you still love milk? She used to love milk as a kid.
Yeah.
Are you still on the blue one or the green?
Green.
Okay.
Blue's too much.
Okay.
And red, fuck off. So green's my happy medium, my Goldilocks milk. So you're doing that, and then the weight creeps back on, and it creeps on, and then some. And then So I go back again. Carby County signed Jake Martini.
Oh, for God's sake. Carby County.
So I go back again. And then I make the error. Coop's then born within like 2 months of me being there. So I lost a little bit of weight, and then I was like, guys, I can't.
You've got another kid.
2 kids now, fuck.
Of course.
Jesus Christ. Nights are gone. Game over. I'll see you on the other side. So then it came about, Coop's about 6 months old. We're in a solid routine. Intermittent fasting.
Oh, for God's sake.
Jake Martini. So I signed back up. I've still, throughout all of this, from 2022 when I first joined Man vs. Fat to now, I'm still in the original Reds group chat, and it's still quite active, and we're still all talking. Even though
it's still the originals.
Yeah, no, because what happens is to keep it all fresh, every 3 seasons, which is like 6 months, 8 months, they change up the teams.
Right.
Just to make sure everyone kind of gets to know each other and it doesn't kind of become too culty and
yeah.
I hate that team. I don't hate that. So because our football can get like that. So they refresh it. So I've been in the red team, the white team, now in the blue team, and that's the intermittent fasting, which is our current one. But still the chat has been there, and it was me reaching out to them, being like, lads, what's the state of the club at the minute? They're like, get back down here, you fat twat, that kind of thing. It's all very it's all very, because they're all, because if one of my skinny friends said get down here, you fat twat, I'd be like, not my friend anymore. But because a fellow previously large person says it, it's like, yeah, you get it, that's fine. All right, fuck it, I'm signing up again. So I said to Brie, shall I do it? She was like, literally, you were at your happiest when you were playing football and you'd lost a bit of chunk, so go for it. So sign back up again, and this one's been my kind of end game one. I'm not putting this weight back on. Yeah. So I've just got my 20% lost. So I've lost 22 kilos since I.
What's that in stone? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is. So I've gone from.
I'm still old school.
I've gone from 18. They do in kilos. That's why I've switched over. I'm stone in pounds. So I've gone from 18 and a half to 13.8. So I've about 5 stone. Yeah,
amazing, that is.
And I'm starting to feel it, and now kind of it's still a little bit there. The fat boy image is still there for me. In social circles, I still feel like the.
Yeah, but you're
chubby
not.
One. Yeah, but I've still got skinny friends, the bastards. So I'm still not. So I'm still the fat one in the friends group because they're all still fucking skinny.
Yeah, but you don't want to be too skinny as a guy.
Well, this is. Well, that's it.
Actually, it's what makes you happy, but
that's it. So I'm still kind of little bit dad bod, but I can, I've got more energy about
So
me.
what do you want to get to? Are you happy now, or?
I don't know. I thought, looking back when I was 18 stone, 13 and a half, 14 stone seemed like it would be perfect, but I've still got a bit going on that I need to shift.
Do a bit more?
Yeah. So I reckon it's like 12 and a half stone, maybe 12 stone.
Gosh, that's amazing. That is.
So yeah, if I can lose another stone a bit, I'll be happy about that.
You've done so well, and it's like such a good place to be when you've lost all that weight. Like, you are skinnier, like you're skinny.
Yeah, and it's not like, and my main aim was to be slimmer and healthy, right? 'Cause I didn't want to be, because like I've done the fad diets before, and if I really committed to a fad diet, you can drop the weight, but you drop it in a way.
It's coming back on. It's just wrong, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it comes back on. You got the yo-yo, and that does all sorts to your body, but also you're sagging and stuff like that. So because I've lost it not slowly, because it's only been like 6 months that this has happened over, but like, because I've tried to like keep up with gym and stuff like that, and before I dislocated my shoulder, I was at the gym most days, like making sure I was keeping, like trying to tone and whatever, and keeping like so I could run and whatnot, keep up with the kids, etc. So yeah, it's just now it feels like endgame. It feels like this is the time
How lovely
that I'll be able to look back on as like my fat period that lasted a good 2 decades to now my like new period where I'm like the kind of relatively in shape dad that is always up for doing stuff because he's not got the insecurities holding him back.
How lovely, honestly. Yeah. I think that is just so lovely. I know I've said that, but it's so lovely.
Yeah, it's mad to me that
no, that is my word, lovely.
It's lovely.
So lovely.
Well, it's mad to me now because I've got a holiday coming up with Bryn.
Oh yeah,
taking Bryn away, which obviously that's a whole other thing. People think that's not weird. That it's me, Bryn, and Dad going away.
Yeah, but it's nice. It
It's
gives
nice.
her time away.
And I
like, how lucky is Bryn for doing that?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm buzzing,
So
and I'm buzzing that I'm not going to be insecure about what I look like playing in the pool.
Oh, brilliant.
So and I know that's
makes it
like
all worthwhile, doesn't it? Really,
I know it's like a small thought, like it's stupid that it would ever get me down. But I felt, and this should have been my turning point because this was straight after the wedding. This is when I first signed up. I was in the Maldives, and I was not doing stuff in the Maldives.
Oh my God, you're joking!
Because I was fat.
Yeah, but no, who cares?
That's it, me.
Yeah.
So it's and if I'm thinking this about myself, like what's everyone else around me, and obviously now I know no one gives a shit.
Yeah,
they're in the Maldives too, enjoying
insecure,
themselves, but I'm feeling insecure about it. So that was the first turning point. A couple of bumps in the road, 2 kids, and then now I'm back to it, and now I feel good. And if once my shoulder gets better, I'll be back in the gym, and hopefully I can really.
Yeah, it's 6 months of dedication, isn't it?
That's it. And hopefully let's see what we're at like a year.
Well, there you go, yeah.
And so because of the 20% loss, now ManVFat HQ in London, they've got in contact with me to do a little interview, little promo stuff. So you'll probably be seeing that in the Derby Telegraph at some point, or getting on a radio or whatever, have a little chat.
Honestly, you've done so well.
Yeah, so that is where I'm at right now, and it's just nice the weight's dropping off, and so are like the other stuff attached to it, like the anxieties, the fears, all of that's kind of just dropping away.
But I feel like when you're in this space, when you put too much weight on and you're not comfy, you kind of hide away. But what is that doing to yourself? What is the point of just hiding away? Just force yourself, even if you like, just do something at home. Maybe, I don't know, like put a fitness workout. I know it's hard. But I'm just thinking of ways that people feel a bit, if they feel a bit too, I don't want to go to the gym because people are going to look at me, or they feel uncomfortable because they're that big, and if they're running on a running machine or something, they might feel a bit insecure. Yeah. Maybe just starting at home, do the small things if you can, just to, maybe that could help, is it? I don't know.
That's it. I mean, but because I've always kind of been like an all or nothing person, like I need to be doing the big thing. Like I need to make sure, like I need to sign up for, and a big thing for me was signing up for a gym. Because then I've got like the accountability, and if I was doing classes and get to know people, or you're going with someone.
But the gyms are brilliant. Like obviously, I go. Like I've done since I was 18.
That's it.
I think as soon as I could, I signed up for a gym, and
and
loved it ever since.
You kind of then get into the routine of it, and it's making sure that the gym lines up with what you're doing, so your motivation remains, and you're staying consistent and all that.
See, my motivation does dip a bit. Like sometimes I'm in it, but that's like I said earlier. I'll get to a point where I've achieved my target, I'm at weight, and then I'm a bit like, do you know what? I'm going to chill out a bit, not be so heavy. just going to put on a bit of weight, then it's going to give me something to motivate me to actually go back to the gym again.
Which is mad.
This is literally how I work, and it's good. Like, it works for me.
It works for you. That's it. That's what I'm saying. And everything I've said today is what works for me. Like, people are different, but I will say, like, the camaraderie around Man vs. Fat has been the main thing.
Really good. Yeah. It does, honestly. Because I used to love playing netball, and it's that team sport. And you know, when you've been at work, it's just something a bit of fun, isn't it? It's having a laugh. And you're losing weight, you're around the right sort of people who are doing good things to their lives because they're all trying to be better mentally and physically.
Yeah. It's great. It's mad because we'll be like, because my 20% was coming up last week. I just got it. And it was a cup game, right? And we were already winning the cup or something. So it didn't matter whether we won or lost this game. And I got my 20% on that game, which meant I scored 3 goals automatically for the team. Nice. If you get a milestone, you score 3 goals. If you lose weight 3 weeks in a row, you get 1 goal, that kind of thing. So I got this milestone on this game that didn't really mean much. And so I said it to the boys. I was like, wounded? I was like, shit, I should have like got it on a game like next week. Like the league final. If we win that game, we win the whole thing. So I was like, I should have. And then Charlie was like, don't be a dickhead. Get your 20. Your point is you're here to lose the weight. The football is secondary. I mean, I appreciate your commitment to the team, but come on, it's for the weight loss, and then
I love that. Well, that's really nice to be supportive like that.
Yeah, I'm like, hang on, why am I thinking like that? What a knobhead! But you don't get it. I've got to eat this chocolate bar. It's for the team. I can't lose fully. I fully can't lose 20% this week. I've got to wait till next week.
I do get it because obviously I wear the MyZone belt, don't I? Which is like a heart rate monitor where you can be in a group with friends and stuff. And obviously I've been in that, but at the minute it's not really working. Yeah. So it pisses me off because I could be running and it'd be like in grey, which means you're getting no MEPs at all.
Yeah, no points.
And yes, I do get it when you do focus on that. The goal of
the competition's in there, and I am a competitive person, and I've seen it in Bryn. She's very competitive.
She's gonna be.
Yeah. So it's starting, and and I've just got to try and teach her how to be a good winner and a good loser. But that's difficult because I'm neither. So it is that competitive nature that I'm like. There has been times where I've gone to go and get, like, literally today, I got a meal deal and I picked up like a normal wrap or something like that, and I went to go and get the crisps. And the option is there for like the grab bag crisps or whatever, like 300 odd calories that I don't need to have. But I end up getting like the chicken side or the egg side,
Oh, so you actually got the boiled egg?
Yeah, I got the boiled eggs, yeah.
There was a meme on Facebook or Instagram saying,
it's like the saddest meal.
Who the fuck buys boiled eggs?
That's me. Every time I buy the boiled egg, that's a win.
It's you. You're the boiled egg
I'm the reason they stock them, because it's a win. Because every time I grab the boiled eggs, first of all, I've been off the yolk because it tastes like shit.
Don't put me off eggs. Be careful.
Well, no, because the yolk, runny yolk, great.
Yeah.
Boiled to shit, or a soft yolk, great. Boiled to just dryness, and it's just like chalk.
See, that's me.
Get rid, eat the whites.
I love that egg.
Eat the whites, mate.
But it's like in the shops when they do the grab bags. Why the fuck do they do grab bags?
Well,
they're so big. They're like 500 calories.
No, it's not called grab bag anymore, right?
Yeah, but they're so big.
What's it called, though?
Yeah, but you can't get a normal bag of crisps.
Is it called grab bag now? Yeah, it's called a grab bag because the idea is that you share it. That's the point of it.
Yeah, but what? That's the most ridiculous thing
ever. You open it up like at the pub and you put it on the table and everyone grabs.
Yeah, but you go into a petrol station. Why do they do fucking grab bags? And they do it even when you have like your meal deals. It's a meal deal for one, but why are you getting grab bags then?
Yeah, that's it. And that's why I'm grabbing those eggs.
Yeah, but it's hard. It's like sometimes when I'm on the road and I'm starving and the bags of crisps are massive and I love a fucking crisp, but they're so big and there's so many calories in there.
And who's eating half a pack of crisps?
No
one's done that. Never been done. Never been done.
Me, honestly.
Give me a pack of Walker Sensations. You're not seeing half a packet of crisps there. That's the problem. So yeah, it's just I've changed what I'm doing. I've got more goals beyond the football. I've got the kids as well. So and now, like I said, it's the new chapter. I'm just going to keep it going, and it has led me to, and I do want to talk about this in another episode. And it's the cringe in your 30s, right? Mm. Like it has led me to feel a lot more secure. Like the idea of doing this podcast ran parallel with my weight loss. And you'll probably know there are episodes that didn't make the cut, because even listening to them back, I was just like cringed out by myself. Like because I saw the video alongside it, and I was like, oh, I couldn't even recognize myself in the person that was talking. So they were on the chopping room floor, like they are just donezo. They'll never see the light of day. And now I just feel like I have more confidence to do something like this, more confidence to do that interview with Man vs. Fat, more confidence to, put myself forward for stuff.
Things, yeah.
And it kind of like spurs you on to do more things. And the opportunities that come about when you actually put yourself out there and you feel comfortable to put yourself out there is crazy.
Yeah.
Because they are out there. So that's where I'm at right now. Obviously, I'll check in a few months. We'll talk about it more. See, you can wait with bated breath to see if we win the league. It's all very exciting.
Drum roll.
It's coming up this week. So, yeah, and...
Just be careful of the shoulder.
I will. Yeah, the physio was like, are you playing football again? I'm like, no, not at all. I had 2 weeks off of the shoulder and I'm back. So, yeah.
Yeah, you've done amazing. And...
Yeah, feel good, living better and all that, whatever that phrase is.
And if there's a code as well, we'll leave that out.
Yeah. So, and also I've sent, I'll put it in just in case. I've sent Man vs. Fat a little email to see if they want to give us a referral code. So hopefully if that does come about, we'll put it in the description to this and then put it in the next episode and Instagram and just make sure people know, because it's a great community and it's national and international. Actually, they've started in Florida now as well, and Canada. So I think Florida and Toronto have got one. Oh, so national and international. So have a look, Google them, Facebook them. You get put on a little wait list, takes a couple of weeks, and then you're playing football with a load of lads that are all like-minded.
Brilliant.
And you'll have a great time. Honestly, I've signed up 3 times. This is it. I thought it would be so good for women to have, because football. Why not? Because if you take the masculine, like, absolute knobheadery out of football, the shithousery, it's probably quite a safe game. You don't go dislocate your shoulder, tackling the floor.
Oh gosh.
So I reckon a women's league would be great.
There you go.
So,
well done,
for now,
Jake.
It's just Man vs. Fat. All right,
okay.
It's our battle. Stop trying to get involved. All right.
But
Make your own
well
battles.
done, Jake.
Thank
And here's
you.
to the future. New you and.
Yes. This didn't mean to be such a self-praise episode, but I'm feeling good, and you can't.
Yeah, but you should, like, oh my god, if you've done something good and you know how hard it is to get to where you've been, to like go to the gym, get yourself motivated, like you've lost weight, you should. If you want to shout about it from the rooftops, you shouldn't feel guilty about that. Just do it.
Especially because the roof can hold me now.
Well, exactly. At least you're not going to fall through.
There we go.
But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for listening.
Yes.
And any questions, drop us an Instagram message, drop us a text. Can you like drop text now, can't you?
Yeah, it says drop us a text at the top of the bio. Do that. It comes through to our little podcast app. So yeah, and we'll message you back on there. So
thanks
until next week, cheers.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Thanks for listening. We know time is precious and we thank you for yours. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.